What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Free Rein 6M podcast. Today it's just Christian and I. We're getting some questions. We get a lot of questions, a couple in specific, about the brand and what we do. So we'll kick it off with what is Free Rein. So Free Rein, we started, Free Rein was created during COVID. Me and my dad and my brother and my mom sitting in the living room trying to figure out a way to push back against the things that are just going on in society, the freedoms that are being minimized by certain groups of people. You know, how do we play a part in pushing back against that? So we came up with the idea of a brand, and Free Rein's the name. But that's what it's for, is to push back against, harmful groups or ideas in society that take away our freedoms. Free rein. The idea comes from an unbridled horse. A horse without his reins is able to run around free from restraint. So that's kind of where the idea comes from. Later on, we brought on Christian and other partners and owners. So maybe Christian, you could jump into just kind of how you came about.
Yeah. I remember I started out just doing photography. You'd hit me up to take pictures for another brand you had started, and we were shooting for a couple of weeks, and I think it was right around that time you having that conversation, like you're talking about with your dad and your mom and brother and whatnot about the brand. And I just remember you hit me up and you're like, hey, like, do you want to come out and shoot pictures for, I don't
even really know if we had like a set name. Like maybe we had a set name, but it was more like, hey, this shit we're doing right now is kind of boring. We're just kind of taking pictures of people standing there, in little cool outfits and shit, come over and check out this other thing we're starting up.
Yeah.
Kind of just, we just got the ball rolling on photos. That was kind of the introduction to us being interested in like the media side of things. Correct. And kind of just having a photographer around all the time that kind of documented and, shot product photos. We're going to go and ride side by sides or go hunt or travel, make sure we have a camera hand.
Yeah.
So maybe what was your first impression of just kind of how we live and what we're after?
Yeah, I think the biggest one that made it, or like the one that had like the biggest impact on me, was probably when we went to St. Louis
for Supercross.
Yeah, for Supercross. We were out there, and man, it was just such a. It was a small trip, but it was like me coming onto the team, and I wasn't even like an owner at that point yet, but just like the love and the fam, like just like pretty much it felt like it just let me into the family, as far as like just the way you guys treated me. I could tell that you guys like saw something in me and like knew that I brought value to the team, and I appreciated that a lot at that time, because I was coming out of college, didn't really have like any like real experience like doing photography or like or real experience like being with a company or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I had done a bunch of stuff like in school, or like just kind of like creative stuff like on my own, but it was cool just to be able to like be brought onto the team and like trusted with like my craft,
Yeah.
And that trip really kind of like sparked a lot of me, and I saw that you guys were doing a lot of the stuff that I grew up wanting to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up outdoors. I was always me and my sister. We grew up playing on the creek that ran through our backyard, and run around the neighborhood, climbing trees, and finding cool rocks and different small stuff like that. But like I said, I saw that you guys were like pretty much taking that to another level, side by sides, dirt bikes, being outdoors, and it's just growing from there for me. So it's just like a cool experience all around.
Yeah, I think the St. Louis trip was a cool trip. Those were like the early days, and we were just kind of handing out clothes, talking to people, just trying to meet everybody we could, and just be around the right crowd for what we were going after. But yeah, so we haven't done a ton of motorsports lately. It's just it's kind of like taking over. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of friends who do it. We have a lot of people that we film doing it, and we do it ourselves. So right now, hunting season's taking over, but we are a pro freedom, outdoors, and motorsports lifestyle brand created around the fact that every woman and man is born with the right to freedom. We showcase people embracing freedom through those, motorsports and outdoor through those outlets. So that's kind of what Free Rein is. We're all about freedom for every woman and man. We just like to embrace and showcase true American culture because, we put America first. And that's just what we're about,
Yeah.
What do we do? Is the next question. And we kind of went into that. What do we do? So we have 3 different companies. Kind of. What do we have? The KC Speakeasy that we're about to open up. That's where we're shooting right now.
Yep.
It's a 48-foot bar. It's an event space. It's a prohibition style.
6,000 square feet.
Yeah, 6,000 square feet. We'll hold all our Free Rein events here. We'll do watch parties for different events. I think we're going to watch one of the guys we sponsor, Preston Taylor. He's racing arena cross in Idaho tonight, so we'll be watching that here. We have KC Speakeasy. Christian and I, we run Free Rein Media Company. So we have different clients that'll have us film months or have us help them market their storefront or, things like that. KC Speakeasy, Free Rein Media Company, and maybe you can speak on a little bit of the media and F&E side of things.
Yeah. I mean, really, it stemmed from us always having like the equipment, but like we just didn't have the money to keep paying somebody to like do the videos.
Mm-hmm.
So me and JJ at one point were kind of like, and a few other people on the team had mentioned like, like we know that we can do this by ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And so really at first, like starting out as like, we're just going to get a camera, do the video and like photos, like for our brand.
Yeah.
And then, you kind of got to the point where we're like, okay, well, why not like try to get clients?
Mm-hmm.
We could create like a whole other company of this. And so that's where we came up with obviously Free Rein Media, offering like photography, videography services. We'll be back into drone services here soon. But yeah, really trying to help other brands market and tell stories and help people create the vision that they want. Whether it's for their brand or or even if it's just like a video or like going on these hunts. I know a lot of these guys, some are doing it for like maybe they're sponsors or something, but I know there's also people out there who want just a video for the memory of, going out with family or something. So
yeah. And, aside from the money part of it, we get paid to do it. But I think the direction and the angle we take it is like, we're going after the relationships of it. We want to build a relationship with people, with the right people.
Yeah.
We could go and shoot photos, videos for every person and go, do the boring shit like these other media companies that go and shoot a bakery and, this dude making some bread or this dude making some sushi. Like, I personally don't want to do that shit. I think I'm in it for more. I think you probably would say the same for yourself.
Yeah.
We have a couple crazy episodes that we shot for Venture Outdoors. They're basically movies.
Oh yeah,
they're premiering on their YouTube channel here soon. So that's more what we're into. We've heard some talk from other media companies that maybe we don't have this or don't have that. Well, once you watch these episodes, you'll be shut the fuck up.
Yeah. No, really,
it's I was seeing, these other media companies, I'd like to see their fat ass fucking walk up a mountain and film a bear and help carry a bear up a mountain.
Yeah.
Probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
Nobody's probably going to hit them up to do that anyways. So yeah, media company, KC Speakeasy. We also have Free Rein itself, Free Rein Apparel.
Yeah.
So Free Rein, 6M, It's the umbrella company. Under that, we have Free Rein Apparel, KC Speakeasy, Free Rein Media Company. The Free Rein Apparel really is all the fun stuff you see. You know, when you see shit being posted from Free Rein 6M on Instagram or Facebook, you know, we showcase the apparel, but don't make it too salesy. You know, we do the podcast, we do the reels and TikToks, and
it's more of like showing the lifestyle and showing kind of like our vision for the brand almost.
Yeah.
And just people are just wearing the clothes.
Mm-hmm. That's really where we showcase people embracing their freedom, embracing their free reign. Your free reign is whatever makes you happy, whatever brings you happiness, provides you that sense of freedom. That's your.
It doesn't push shit on other people.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of what we're about. It is what we're about. I guess, is there anything else we should throw in the, what do we do part?
I mean, we do podcasts now.
Yeah.
We've been shooting these, a lot more frequently, these past few weeks. So you never know, we might start our fourth little branch of our company and have the Free Rein podcast. I mean, obviously we've already started, but might even venture into doing some more things along with that as well.
Yeah, trying to hit a podcast per week, one a week. Just keep it consistent, because, we have a lot of cool people around us, great friends that help us, that are involved. And it's good to have those people, bring them on the podcast, tell good stories, and just keep that energy flowing.
Yeah. It's just another way for us to showcase people living their free right.
Yeah. So if you would like to get on the podcast, if you got some cool stories, if you're an outdoorsman, or if you race or do off-roading or any of that, hit us up, and we'd be glad to have you on. We can probably wrap it up there. I mean, we answered those questions. Appreciate you guys for asking those questions, and I'm letting them know more. If there's anything else that you guys would like to know, drop it down in the comments, let us know, and we'll put out some content that explains that a little better.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate you guys for watching.
Yeah.